I was so ready to do my talk, but I don't want it to end. So it's bittersweet to finally be doing it. I first just want to say thank you to all of you for being on this journey with me, and all of you there on the screen. Shout out to the online crew. I mean, it's also it's wild to be up here because I've known Hector for like 11 years. We also met at Little Skips, shout out. And yeah, I've been told a few people, I'm like, man, I've heard it so many times. It's so funny how long it took me to get here. So I just a huge gratitude for continuing to teach. To all the teachers, thank you. Dang it, I'm crying already. Okay. What do you do for a living? It's a simple question, but when people ask me that, like, I felt a tightness in my chest because I had so much shame. And I tried to deflect because I had a lot of shame around all the different jobs I've had and all the different jobs I've left. Certified in everything. This is a talk about how I searched for myself in every job, every new identity, and every career. And I was trying to find myself out there, but I didn't find it where I thought it would be. I'm sure you guys have all tried to find happiness outside yourself in a new partner, a new friend group, a new job, hoping the next chapter would bring happiness. Maybe you could just leave all that crap you don't want to deal with behind and not look at it. I spent years searching for my happiness, and that's what this story is about. I'm going to take you on a journey through the many identities of me. After I attended fashion school, I moved to New York City. I fell in love with costume design. And thank God I did, because I met my husband working on a television show. And several years later, I found myself at 30 Rock. I was working on Saturday Night Live. I was working on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, dressing the Roots, working with celebrities. And, you know, my coworker was like, this is it. Like, this is the pinnacle. Like, you're here. You made it. But, like, I didn't feel any different. I still felt incomplete, and I still felt insecure, and I didn't feel like I thought I would when I got there. Like, I grew up religiously watching Saturday Night Live. I poured myself into production for 8 years, and my body, like, gave out and was like, no more. And I had to step away. I had a huge health breakdown. And you think that I would like take that time to meditate and like figure out what to do next, but I did not. I ran in the other direction, and I took the logical next step, which was to become a farmer in Brooklyn. I enrolled in New York Farm School, and I was running a CSA, studying horticulture. I went to the Natural Gourmet Institute. I was hosting a supper club. And I literally had my hands like in the earth. And I thought, okay, this is where I'm gonna find myself, right here in the ground. I'm gonna be grounded. But I didn't. I went through so many more career changes. Like, we don't have time for me to even get into them all. It was really hard for me to choose the ones to actually share with you today. And I really kept thinking, if I pushed myself like out of my comfort zone, if I kept doing things that felt really scary out there, that I'd finally build this confidence inside myself. So then I did the next logical thing, was that I enrolled in this New York School of Burlesque. Because after you've learned to seductively undress for people, literally nothing else is scary. Like, that's way more scary than this. And this school was right around the corner from the last location of Three Jewels. And my partner and I would pop in from time to time. And I remember the first time I sat in meditation, and I felt like this sense of peace, just for a moment, but I felt it. I felt this separation between me and my thoughts that I know a lot of people have mentioned. And I was like, I need to keep doing this. Like, this is really good for me. But I didn't. I mean, I have been practicing meditation on and off for a while, but I didn't stick with it. I decided to add a few more identities because that was what I felt comfortable with. Like, that was my comfort zone, and that's what I knew. And that's where I thought the answers were. The year before my daughter was born, my husband sold his motorcycle, and so he could do meditation teacher training. And I saw how his practice was really transforming him and changed him for the better. And it changed me too, a lot. But I needed to find my own way to it. And then the pandemic hit, and the world went quiet. But something miraculous happened. 3 Jewels went online, and they were offering multiple yoga and meditation classes every day. And I dove in. And that's really when I deepened my practice. And I'm super grateful for that and this online community that I've met. We moved to Pennsylvania almost 5 years ago. And when I got there, I was so excited. Land access. I don't know if anyone's tried to farm in Brooklyn or New York, but it's very hard. It's very hard to find land, obviously. And I said yes to everything. Like, I got there and I was just like, because I lived in New York for 15 years. So I was like, yes. And I did like a master gardener training. And soon enough, I was like simultaneously farming. I had studied herbalism. I was harvesting. I had started a garden. I was harvesting herbs and flowers. I was vending. Like, I was doing so many things. And I was simultaneously writing a business plan with a baker to open a bakery. I don't know. But I was meditating more regularly at this point. I was. And I started to really see like the absurdity of it, of like how I was trying to do everything. And like I was really doing none of it well. And I wasn't really present for a lot of it. And I wasn't really living my values of health that I was sharing with people. And I wasn't really being myself or finding myself. I was burning myself out, just like I had when I lived here. And I had really mastered this art of pushing myself outside my comfort zone. But the scariest thing was actually like looking inside here. The whole time I was searching out there, avoiding being in here. And it's easy to avoid when you're so busy. But after all the jobs and certifications and identities didn't fill this void, I was left with this truth that I really didn't like myself. I really, I felt a lot of shame that I couldn't just be normal and have like a career like everyone else. I had friends who were CEOs at this point, and I just really didn't like that I just couldn't, figure it out and settle down. And I just really hated myself deep down, to be honest. I realized I've been putting on so many identities and masking myself that I never even really opened up and was vulnerable with people. I had so many experiences to draw on that when I would talk to someone, I would just pull and reach for, something that I thought that they would want to see, something I thought that they would want to relate to that I had done in the past. Meditation gave me this ability to stay in discomfort, to finally take responsibility for what's in here instead of searching out there. Meditation is actually the search inside. I know you guys know that. Thich Nhat Hanh says understanding is the essence of love. And if you cannot understand, you cannot love. Through this training and my meditation practice, I've come to understand where my reality comes from, as you all have. The constant ripening of past seeds. And I realized that nothing out there was going to fix me. Only I could end this cycle, and only I could love myself. And now I see so clearly I was perpetuating this cycle, planting seeds of self-doubt, not enoughness. And I planted like a lot of them, like a whole forest of them, and they're gonna keep ripening. But now I have a different choice to make. I can plant seeds of love and acceptance. I was living in a forest of shame and self-doubt. I couldn't see the forest for the trees. Meditation is helping me shift my reality. I'm still working on it, guys, to help me pause before I dive into a shame spiral. When the past seeds ripen, I'm working on loving the parts of myself I don't like, forgiving myself, getting vulnerable, asking for help. And in doing so, I found myself here with all of you. I found this amazing lineage of teachers, this incredible Sangha helping me to plant new seeds of belonging and beauty and acceptance, and to see all the things I've done as wonderful ingredients to the person that I am right now, a wonderful person. So I invite you all to rejoice in all the people that you've been, even the ones you don't like, because they brought you right here. And if someone asks me what I do for a living, I can finally answer with my whole heart. I'm learning to stay. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to plant a new forest. Please take a breath with me. Let's celebrate our goodness together. Guys, we did it. Please stay. Please keep teaching. Thank you.